Hollywood has been taking the big L's for I don't know how long. They have wokified pretty much every movie. They've ruined amazing franchises such as Marvel, Star Wars, and so on. And those things are near and dear to my heart, so you know how I feel about it. But Trump is claiming that he's going to do some things to switch it up, maybe make it unwokified, and he's going to appoint some people to kind of head or lead the charge when it comes to that. So I'm really excited. But before we get into that, I want to remind you guys to subscribe to Resist the Mainstream because it ensures YouTube that you are enjoying our videos, and in turn, they will continually show up in your feed, and then they'll push out to more people. I'm Titus. Let's get into this. All right, a tweet from Donald Trump says, "It is my honor to announce Jon Voight, Mel Gibson, and Sylvester Stallone to be special ambassadors to a great but very troubled place, Hollywood, California. They will serve as special envoys to me for the purpose of bringing Hollywood, which has lost much business over the last 4 years, to foreign countries, back bigger, better, and stronger than ever before. These three very talented people will be my eyes and ears, and I will get done what they suggest. It will, again, be like the United States of America itself, the golden age of Hollywood." And I know I sounded autistic reading that, but I'm super excited to see people like these iconic people, specifically like Mel Gibson and Sylvester Stallone. Obviously, Jon Voight is very well known as well, and I had a massive crush on his daughter, even though she's a woke libtard. It's so exciting to see that Hollywood might actually come out with good movies again. I think the only good movie in this woke era that's come out, like great movie that's come out that's not like a superhero movie or something, was like Top Gun Maverick, and it was just a good movie through and through. We need more movies like that, so I'm really excited to see that. But up next, we're going to show Mel Gibson's response to it, where he says, "After being appointed as a special ambassador to Hollywood by President-elect, he said, I got the tweet at the same time as all of you and was just as surprised. Nevertheless, I heed the call. My duty as a citizen is to give any help and insight I can. Any chance the position comes, massive residents." Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm really excited to see what Mel Gibson's going to do with this, because he's a great actor. He's had iconic movies like Braveheart. I loved his movie, What Women Want. It was super funny when he could like read women's minds, and he was just like, it was like a cheat code to getting what he wanted. Not that you should be using women in any way, shape, or form, but it was just cool to like know that, okay, they actually are interested in me. Oh, they don't like me. I said this thing, this about this person. Good movie. Anyways, I'm yapping. In relation to Mel Gibson, here's a clip I'm going to show you of him talking about Kamala Harris and what it would be like. This is before the election. What it would be like if she was going to be the president. How he feels about her. This TMZ like journalist, if that's what you call them, was like berating him on who he's going to vote for. So we're going to play this clip. It's pretty funny. I think you'll enjoy.
Being voted on in days. What's your thoughts?
Oh man, that's a big question.
What's Trump?
I don't think it's going to surprise anyone who I vote for.
Well, so I mean, I'm gonna guess. We go in. Yeah. I'm gonna guess. Trump. Is that a bad guess?
I think it's a pretty good guess.
Well, what do you think the world will be like in a second term? With President Trump's second term. A lot of people
I know what it'll be like if we let her in.
Yeah. Oh, really?
And that ain't good.
Yeah. Well,
miserable track record. Appalling track record. No policies to speak of.
Yeah. And the border, right?
And she's got the IQ of a fence post.
Now she has the IQ of a fence post. That is a hater move, but I love it. I mean, he's not wrong. She like put on 50 different accents during her campaign trail to try and prove to us that she was, well, honestly, what was she trying to prove to us? It was interesting. Well, here's Donald Trump giving his thoughts on Mel Gibson. Obviously a big fan. This is prior to him announcing this. This is with him on the Andrew Schulz, I think Flagrant is the name of the podcast. And so I guess it's no surprise since he speaks so highly of Mel Gibson that he gave him this position. So let's play this clip.
I'll tell you, I saw Braveheart. I think Mel Gibson is a very good guy. I've met him a number of times, good guy. But I'll tell you, that was super Mel Gibson in his prime.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I was on a plane, and there was absolutely nothing to do. It was one of these planes that you couldn't make calls, you couldn't do, and they had tapes.
That's all planes for us.
And they showed me they showed me, sir, we have 20 tapes. And I looked at the tapes, and they were all, and this was like 20 years after it was made. This was probably 6 years ago. I never saw Braveheart.
Okay.
And they showed me a tape. I say, all right, let's put that one on. And within about 4 minutes, I said, "This may be the greatest movie I've ever seen."
Incredible. It's incredible. Within 4 minutes.
No, I'm a Braveheart fan, but you've seen it.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
I saw it with my mom.
I
She
mean,
was
how good?
emotional for like a
That's-
week.
I wish I saw it with my mother, but it was good.
Was that your Braveheart moment, like after getting shot when you stood up?
No.
Freedom.
No, never
You
take
don't
my
think
freedom.
of that in those moments. You do what you do.
Yeah, thank God you weren't thinking about Mel Gibson.
No, but he's good. But he was when he in prime time. He was great.
unbelievable.
I mean, at
What a run.
that, his look, his way, you couldn't have had a better
Yeah.
guy playing it. But that was a great movie. So,
Yeah.
but it is true. England, and
Scotland fought
at
for
the
years.
time, for 1,000 years.
Another amazing thing about Mel Gibson is that he's a Christian man. So Donald Trump put him in this position to help make Hollywood great again. And I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but he's also the director of The Passion of Christ, something I haven't seen yet. It's like so exciting to see a man of faith and a prominent Hollywood figure. Like they're talking like Braveheart and all these things. He's going to be a prominent piece to fixing Hollywood. So I'm gonna play this clip of him on Joe Rogan talking about his faith and how he got there. So let's play the video.
Most belief, resurrection. Yeah. Who gets back up 3 days later after he gets murdered in public? Who gets back up under his own power? Buddha didn't do that shit.
Right.
So
You believe that was a real event?
yeah, I do.
What brought you to that belief? Is this something that you've always had, or is it something you studied it and you've come to this conclusion because of the historical accounts? And
Yes, I think as a child, one accepts things on faith because, you're raised by people who are nice to you and they believe it. And my dad was a pretty smart guy. He was like Mensa smart, like real smart. Like back in 1968, he won Jeopardy, right? And then they brought all the Jeopardy winners back, and he played all the winners, and he beat all of them too. So he had a mind like a steel trap, and his memory was practically photographic. My memory's pornographic, but it's like his was like, I don't have that kind of mind.
right.
But I'm more like, he did math, and I can't add, but so as a child, you learn these things and you accept them on faith. And I still have that faith, but as I got older, I came to it through intellect and through reading and putting things together in accounts, and then occurrences like in my own life.
So cool to see him like, I was raised in believing this way. And then I as you get older, which is the thing, a lot of people in the Christian faith, they literally said going from milk to meat. And like, it's, what was scripture? It says, study to show yourself approved. And so it's like, you're going to like go through these seasons where you're like developing your walk with Christ. And so it's cool that he's so willing to mention this on the biggest podcast in the world. And it's so awesome that Trump is putting someone like this who actually wants to prioritize Christ. Not saying every movie has to be a Christian movie, but it's just cool to have someone that prominent and that open about their faith working alongside Sylvester Stallone and Jon Voight to make Hollywood great again. So yeah, I'm super pumped about that. He's directed, I believe he's the one that directed Passion of the Christ, who as a Christian who has not seen that movie, I still need to watch it. So I don't want anyone hating on me in the comments, but I don't know about you guys. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. Are you excited about this potential Hollywood takeover to, like, obviously we can represent both sides politically. I think there should be like, not representation, but just a reality. There's people that believe both sides. There's people on, but I think there should be a strive to unify us even through our differences and represent everybody in a way that makes sense and isn't wokeified or trying to push something on people. Art is supposed to be interpreted by the individual, and you shouldn't be make these blatant messages to try and force people to believe the way that you do. Anyways, I'm excited to see how Hollywood potentially turns to a more inclusive, I guess, place for everyone, no matter your ideology, to be able to thrive and enjoy what they put out. So anyways, again, comment your thoughts down below and know what you're thinking. Jon Voight, Sylvester Stallone, Mel Gibson, are they going to make Hollywood great again? I hope so. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.